Hi, Sherls here. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. Welcome or welcome back. If you are new, please subscribe and help my channel grow. In between working on these latest journals, I made a scrapbook album. I gifted the album, so I don't have it with me now. I made the flip through video before sending it out though. By the time I recorded this tutorial, my recipient already received the album but hasn't opened it yet. She is a very busy person, so I'm not rushing her. Once she opens the package, I will post the flip through and put the link in the description box. I will also have a tutorial for the album. The scrapbook albums I design always have interactive layouts or layouts with unexpected hidden features. I haven't made similar layouts in my journal. The reason is my own handicapped opinion. It doesn't feel right in the journal. Now, I challenge myself to add that interactive layout in my latest journals. This is the layout. At a glance, it looks like a file folder. But you can flip this lady up and it will reveal a journaling spot here and here. Then unlock these interlocking tabs to access more hidden journaling spots. It's not done yet. Behind this journaling spot is a pocket. It's very simple yet interactive layout. I used a junk envelope, postcards in the ephemera bundle, the Flapper Beauty's journal card, washi tape, one of the Flapper era quotes freebie, and punch out 2 tabs from my abundant wallpapers for this project. The postcards in my ephemera bundle are laid out like this. I cut right across these 2 postcards here and here to get this. By the way, I screwed up this postcard in both Roaring Twenties ephemera. If you bought my Roaring Twenties ephemera, either the vintage or the vibrant, please re-download the ephemera. I fixed this postcard in both Roaring Twenties ephemera bundle. I forgot to print one of the background pages behind this postcard, so I ink it. First, I need to fold this into half. This booklet determines the size of the pocket. I use a junk envelope to make the pocket, but you don't have to. You can just adhere on 3 sides of this postcard to make the pocket. I like to use a junk envelope because I have lots and it will give my pocket more room to grow. Most of my junk mail envelope comes in US number 10 envelope size. It is slightly narrower than the postcard and I don't care. Now, I will align this booklet on one corner. I don't like to cut through the window in my junk envelope, so I will align it like this. And I will use my pencil to make a mark where I need to cut this off. My junk envelope was open on this side, so now I have these 2 sides open. These 2 openings give me options to have a top opening or side opening pocket. I personally prefer the top opening for variations from the flip flaps. In my opinion, it also makes this layout more interesting. And I will accomplish this with a book page. Before that, I need to make sure that the envelope flap is properly adhered, so whatever I put inside the pocket won't get stuck. If you like, you can line the inside with paper. I don't mind seeing the inside pattern of the envelope, so I will leave it as is. It's done. Now I can stick this envelope on a book page. I usually prefer to cover the window if I'm using a junk mail envelope with window, but this time I want to adhere the window on the journal so you can get a glimpse of whatever the paper underneath it. So now I'm going to adhere this side on the book page. I want this pocket to have a top opening, so I will trim this book page off. And now I'm going to taper this and wrap this book page around the envelope like this to complete the pocket shape. But before that, because this side is pretty chunky, I need to trim this off a little bit. This side of the book page cover a little bit of the window. I don't know if I like that because I want to be able to see a glimpse of the paper underneath this pocket. So I will trim this off. Doesn't matter if this trim is not really straight because you won't be able to see it. This pocket is now done, and the book page that wrapped around the edge is making this pocket complete. Now this side will be on the bottom, and this postcard I will adhere it all the way down to my envelope like this. It's important to note that junk mail envelope doesn't always come with a perfect angle. This envelope, for example, when I align the fourth line of this postcard booklet with this side of the pocket like this, you will see that this side of the envelope is poking out more than this corner. So this tells me that this particular junk mail envelope doesn't have a perfect angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this envelope a little bit down to properly cover this corner here while making sure that this side is still flush. And when you turn it over, you will see that this corner of the postcard is poking out more than this corner. That's totally fine for me because I won't be able to see this side. This side is the side that I will adhere to my journal page. When applying adhesive on this side of the postcard, I make sure that I leave enough gap here before the closure of the flip flap. Again, I make sure that I have gap here for the closure. And I'm going back with my liquid adhesive to make sure that the edges are properly adhered. If the pocket is poking out further than the booklet, trim it off. To make sure this booklet doesn't flap around when I turn the journal page, I need to put a closure for it. And I will be using 2 tabs to make an interlocking closure. I punch out my wallpaper to make these 2 tabs. If you don't have a tab punch or wallpaper, don't worry. I have included lots of tabs in the ephemera bundle. Just make sure that you reinforce your paper with a packing tape or something else such that it won't tear easily. I will show you shortly how we can make this interlocking closure with the tabs in the ephemera bundle. First, I need to make a straight line mark on one of the tabs where I'm going to adhere this on my book edge. So if I'm adhering like this, I will have to make a straight line here. But I like to make sure that it is this edge and this edge and this edge of the tab is on the edge of my book page like this. So that's where I'm going to make a mark. I don't have to make a mark all the way from one edge to the other. Just around halfway is enough. And now I'm going to stack these 2 like this, perfectly stacking, and use my scissors to cut it. Don't cut it all the way. We just want to cut it like around until the center like this, and flip this and see if I need to cut more. Nope, it's perfect. You see, like this one is going on top of the other. So I have these 2 tabs that I already cut until around midway, and I need to flip this like this, and this will go like this, and they are interlocking. So that's the mechanism. Very simple. If you like, of course, you can use a magnet, 2 magnets actually. You put one here and another one here, and when you close it, it will just like snap like a magnet. But I'm going to use this mechanism, which is not hard to do. First, I need to erase this mark here. Oops. I accidentally also erased the ink that I used to ink this white wallpaper into the color of my vibrant roaring 20s. So I'm just going to ink it again. Yeah, this wallpaper that I used was originally white, and I used my distress ink to turn it into purple. Okay, I will let that dry. I think that's good. Just make this a little bit darker because the other one turned darker after a second inking. I ink around the white borders of this postcard, and now I can put the interlocking mechanism. And I've just grabbed one of the tab and peel off the adhesive. This wallpaper that I use is a self-adhesive wallpaper, so it's very easy for me to use. And I will align this around like this, yeah, around the center of this postcard, and the other side like this. And this second one, I'll just make sure that it is interlocking, so like this, and it is aligned nicely. Perfect. And I will slowly peel off one of the adhesive layer here. Actually, this might be easier if I'm not using the self-adhesive, because I can just apply adhesive on it. But I already decided I will be using this, so let's do this again. I'll peel off one side and then interlocking first. Yeah, it is easier without this self-adhesive wallpaper, but I already picked what I want to use, so let's try this. Adhere this side, and then we will leave the other side intact for now because we are not working with this. So this one, the paper backing is still there, but one side doesn't have the paper backing and it's ready to use. Locking them, open this side, and so this part I will adhere it to the back of my pocket like this, and open this again and open this side. Let's see, I don't want this to show on this writing page. I want to hide it behind it, and that's why I left this edge open for now. So take this backing, lift this up and adhere. Okay, now I can properly adhere this postcard on the pocket. Oops, correct. Let's see if it is still closing properly. Yep, it closed. And this action of flipping this tab up and down like this is the reason I want to use a really sturdy paper. And if you use a copy paper, that's also the reason I suggest to enforce it with a packing tape. So let's just do one with the Lady Emerald. And for the Lady Emerald, instead of using postcard, I use the journal card for the booklet. And the journal card in the ephemera bundle is always lined up like this, 2 by 2. So what I did was I cut 2 journal cards together and trim it around here and here, and then fold it to make the booklet, and I did it on the pocket. So for this one, I will be using this tab here. Let's use the darker green one. And let's see, this is my packing tape. Nope. So the packing tape is narrower than this width of my tab. So I will do this like this. Put this one on the top. And now I can fussy cut this and the other one as well. Now let's fussy cut this. I do not know why I can never cut this tab perfectly. So what I usually do is first I trim around the outer shape. Then I fold it into half, making sure that the curve is aligned, and then using scissors to trim off the tab shape. And sometimes I still have imperfection. I will just go back and trim it off while maintaining the false line, and it's much better now and it's perfect. And I will just repeat the previous step. First, I make a straight line between this corner here and this corner here. This paper is back with a packing tape, so maybe it's not going to be easy to see the line, but I will try. Might have to impress this a little bit more so I can see kind of a fault line here. Stack it together. Make sure that the tab shape is aligned and trim it off until a little bit over the middle like this. And to make sure that I have this cut properly, I will test it first. Yeah, it's interlocking nicely. So now we can adhere this on this pocket. This will be a little bit easier, I think, because I'm not using the self-adhesive wallpaper. It's just paper, and I can control the adhesive with my liquid adhesive. So align this side around the center. I don't really have to put this on the center, but I like it in the center because it will make it look a little bit more symmetrical, in my opinion. Yep. And this one, yeah, it's not perfectly in the center, and it's fine. I don't really mind. Actually, I just noticed that this tab here has a little bit of the white border showing, so I will try to trim it off. And the other side, so this is on the bottom, this side that will be adhered to the paper, and interlocking like this. And this tab here will be the one that adhere to the back of the pocket. Close it off. And like this. See, it's closed. And now open. And this one go to the bottom. This, and adhere the remaining of the tab. Now I can properly adhere this pocket to the journal card in this case. I will let this dry, and let's continue working on this pocket here. First, I want to make sure that all the edges are properly adhered. Okay, that's nice. And the next step for this is using this journal card, which I want to put it on something like this, and my washi tape. So cut a washi tape around the width of this card and apply it right the center of the washi tape like this. So this washi tape will act as the hinge for this journal card, and I am going to, let's see, do I want it like this or a little bit higher? I think I will just make it flush like this. Oops, I forgot to trim this side a little bit because I want it to look straight. like that. Now we have this flap up and this open like this. And to make sure that this journal card also doesn't flap around, I will put this quote here. Like here, no, I'll just put this one here to make it look like it is the embellishment for this folder, but it is not. It is a text spot actually, not the part of the embellishment of this folder. Like this. Open like this, and this one open like this, and this is my pocket. I will finish this Lady Emerald pocket off camera, and then I will show you how I'm going to adhere this on my journal page. For the Vibrant Roaring 20s, let's find a page on the other book. This is the center of my book, and this pocket is very interactive, very interesting. I want to put it on the first half of the book. So this is the first half. This already have a lot of things here. Let's see. So this is around the first half, the half of the first half, so it's like around quarter. Let's find a page somewhere around this section here. Let's do this one. So this is the center of a signature, and I have 1, 2, 3 pages here. So this is the last page of this signature. 1, 2, 3. So this is the first page of the signature. Yeah, let's use this center of the signature. And because this interactive pocket is pretty thick, I want to double up these book pages so it will not be a flimsy page. I already decided which digital I want to use for this page. So I want to fold this into half, and then I'm going to adhere it, and I want this pocket to be on the front, so it will be like this side, and the other side will be here, so it'll be like this. It's done. I can flip this up to reveal a writing spot here and here, and unlock this to reveal more writing spot, and I have a pocket here. Now it's time to pair some book pages to make room for this layout. These 3 pages will be good enough to pair, as well as the 3 pages behind it, because they are pairs. Let's see. I think I can tear more pages because I need more room to grow. So this one page here is a pair with this one. So let's tear that one, and later I will put a background page here so it can be used as a writing spot. And this one here, let's see. So now I have this center of the page of the signature, and this have 1, 2, 3, which I want to keep because it is a really nice writing space, free writing space actually. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, which I want to keep, and then this one 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is pretty much a done deal. I cannot do anything with it. And this one I need to put something here. I cannot tear it because it's paired with the other side, which is only one sheet of paper. And this is the center of the signature. So let's tear this to make more room for the pockets layout of this book. Oh, oops. I think I tear a little bit too much here because you all can already see this ugly span, which is fine. I can cover it up with lace like I did on this side here. So this is a do not tear. This is, I think I tear enough pages here, and this one, tempted to tear it, but let's see. This is pretty nice, but let's tear some pages to make more room for the pockets of this book. So this part I want to keep because this is a ready to use journal page and it's free. I don't have to do anything. I just need to cover this side and it's done. And this page here I can tear, and this I want to keep as a journaling page. Let's see, this center of the signature, I can tear this. So that's done. So now this is paired with this, which I want to keep. This one and this one is also paired, but this page here I can pair, and it is paired with this page, and this one is with this one. Yep. So let's tear this one as well. So let's see, 1 2 1 2, and this one is the other side. And then I have this page here, and this I will adhere a background page or something. And this one, let's see, this is already is paired with this page here, I believe, or maybe no, but anyway, so I already have some pages here, and I think this is as far as it goes. I don't want to see the spine of the book, and this one is good. Let's see which other pages we can tear. So this is pretty much like done. Like the first half of this book, yeah, it's pretty much done. I just need to put some digital to cover the book pages. So I now need to work on the second half of the book. And this one here, let's see if I can tear it or not. I will continue tearing the pages of this book as I continue working on the second half of this book. By the look of it, this book is almost done. I just need to put some digital on these pages here, and this one here, need to decide what to do with this. And this one is also pretty much ready, just need to put some digital. The second half is the one that needs more work. So yeah, I can say that this Vibrant Roaring 20s journal is almost done. Same with the other two journals in this latest journal series. I already have a stack of paper with some layout that I already made throughout the series. So I have 1 2 3 here, 4 5, and this stack is just a stack of paper that I want to leave it as is, as a writing spot, as a plain background, or it has a journaling pages. Same with the latest emerald. So it is pretty much done. I think I just need to put a little bit more layouts to finish this, to make it more interesting. So when I put it in the journal, it will have a good ratio of interesting layout and just plain writing pages. That's it. That's how you make this simple yet interactive and interesting pocket. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on all the videos in this latest journal series if you want to be entered into the latest journals giveaway. You can find the link to the series playlist in the description box. There, you can also find the link to the freebies and the digitals I use in these latest journals. Until next video, bye!